Hey hunting family, welcome back with Mensters Outdoors here. We have a new exciting video being dropped here on how to tan your own deer hide. Join us with the adventure, learn a thing or two with us as we embark on the journey here together. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, drop any advice, any comments you would recommend going forward. But here's the video, enjoy, let us know what you think. Out.
First time tanning a deer hide. I believe anybody can do it. Follow this video and we're going to show you how. If you want to get a good hide, you got to make sure that you get every little piece of this membrane down. You got to work these edges really good. You see that fat layer right there is what we want to get off before we salt it. And attention to detail. So the more time you spend on this, the better it's going to turn out. I know we always want to get to the end product and see the finished product, but the more time you spend on it and you get these finer details out, which is going to turn out nice. We're going to have when you're rubbing this salt in, you want to make sure you're real liberal with the amount of salt you put in. Now this isn't a big hide, so we used a full can of non-iodized salt, but when you're rubbing it in, you want to make sure you're real liberal with that and you're getting everything out right out to the edges, making sure that that salt gets into every wrinkle, nook, cranny, corner, crevice, because that's what's going to dry this out and get it ready for tanning. Now once you have the salt applied to the flesh, the next step that I understand we're going to do here is we're going to fold this over flesh on flesh. So we're going to like bake that right in. Make sure that that's folded up nice. If you need to fold it a second time, you can. This is not a very big deer hide, so we're going to just roll him right on up. And we're going to let that salt do its job. And we're going to take this guy, shake that extra off. We're going to bring in the bucket. We're just going to place him in there and we're going to let him sit for 24 hours. He's nice and clean. We can clean up our area and we'll come back and we'll reapply another round of salt in 24 hours. Alright, so we're going to get this little guy out of the bucket here. Get him out. He's still pretty moist. The juice is down in the bottom of the bucket. And we are going to roll him out. And we're going to check him today and see how much moisture we got. We're going to have to re-salt here in a little bit. You have to forgive me, my cameraman took the day off, so it's just me today, folks. Yep, I'm going to have to apply a lot more salt. So this is what it looks like after day one. And we're going to dust all this off and apply another layer. So it's looking pretty good in here, but we can still see a lot on the edge. So we'll be back. All right, well, here's what she looks like after the application of her next round. Didn't catch all the video on it, but Chloe approves. Yep, she's a great helper. This is what it's going to look like here. We're going to get this rolled up, put it back in the bucket for another 48 hours. Make sure that we cover all the edges. Let's see my fingerprints in there. Trying to get every little bit of edge. And overall, she's covered pretty well. Well, I'm going to blast from the past, doing a little bit of hand washing. Got this buckskin. It's been sitting in a salt bath for about 36 hours. We're just taking some Dawn dish detergent, putting it in this basin here, and we're going to get it nice and cleaned up. Next step is, once it's cleaned up, we're going to let it dry, and then we'll be able to apply the tanning solution to the actual skin. So just want to get it cleaned up before we go to that next step. Well, there you have it, guys. We got it rinsed out, soaked up, cleaned it in our bin, and we got it hanging up. We're going to let it sit for a few days. We'll check in 48 hours. All right, folks, we're ready for our next step here of our project that we're working on, this deer hide that we have. We've got it dried out now. It's been sitting for several days, and the next step, we're going to be just applying this hide tanning formula. You can get this anywhere. Amazon is where I picked this up. And they say it's a good quality product, Deer Hunter and Trapper's tanning formula. Essentially, the next step is we just need to get this all over. We're going to use a basic paintbrush that you can pick up at the store, and we're just going to put this down across this and make sure that it covers the entire hide. So we're going to make sure that we touch every piece of this, and essentially we're going to let that sit overnight and come back, and the next step will be to break it in so that it's pliable. Shiloh wants to help. We need to. All right, well that's it. We got the nice coat of this hide tanning formula on this. We're going to leave it sit overnight till it gets dry. Right now it's wet to touch, which is why I'm wearing my glove here, but you know, at the end of the day, whenever I come down here in a day or two and I touch this and it's just got a little tackiness to it, we'll pull it off of the table, and we're going to break it out and get some of these wrinkles out of it. So can't wait for you guys to see the finished product. We're down to the fun stage of this process where we've already applied the tanning solution, we've let it dry. It's a little tacky, not too much though. I mean, I could sit here and not getting anything on my fingers. And so now it's time to stretch the skin. So we're just going to take this and we're going to fold it over. We're going to stretch every piece out. We're going to work it. You don't want to let it get to be like a sheet. You know, you want to break it down so you get that nice, smooth, soft, pliable hide. And so we're going to start rolling it up, breaking it out, and what happens is you're going to start to see these white marks, and that's what we're after. We're just trying to break this thing down so it doesn't turn into a piece of rawhide. So we'll let you know what the finished product looks like. We'll have to spend a little bit of time doing this, but it's going to be worth it in the end. I'm going to break this thing in over this board here. Just going to try to keep working it out. This guy's just about done, man. I mean, look at him. He's rolling nice. Nice and soft. Anything left to do is trim him down. Cut him it on the size and hang it on the wall.